Jaw.
Welcome to hell. Wait, what?
No, man, it's like
wait, is that a curse word?
Years. I hope not. The HE double hockey sticks. Well, that's it. Great way to start off.
Hey guys, what's going on? We are the Scene Snobs. Make sure to check out all of our affiliate links down below. Noom, Skillshare, and BarkBox. Buy today. They're all great products. We love them, and we'll get into it more. If you have any questions about it, make sure you reach out to us. Let's get this party started. We're back for 2023.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast.
Welcome to the Scene Snobs Podcast, everybody. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan, joined as always by my partner in crime, Mr. Casey, the Madman Plot. How you doing, buddy?
I am marvelous, my friend, and thank you. It's wonderful to see you. Happy 2023, everyone. Welcome to an exciting new year. Oh, here we are, ready to cleanse ourselves from the crap that was 2022. We're past, we're done with it. We're in the afterbirth of brilliance in this new, exciting world of 2023. So here we go. Jeremy Renner's still alive. Take that to start it all off.
Yeah, I know. We're praying for Jeremy Renner, and we're praying for I think his name is Damar Hamlin, the football player. Please, guys, recover quick. It's crazy. Jeremy Renner did put out a statement though, that he is by no means in any condition to really type, but he just wanted to say he loves you guys, send the love out to everybody who's showing it to him. And
that's Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. My apologies.
No worries.
But, we speedy recovery. We're praying for you and your family. It's so unfortunate. He's cardiac arrest at 24 years old.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But we're really pulling for them both. Chris is here. What's up, Chris? Welcome
What's
back,
up, buddy?
Missed you guys. We're back. We're new and improved. It's 2023. Our theme for this year, if everybody remembers, at the beginning of every year, we pick a new theme. It's not a theme for shows, things like that, but overall, the Scene Snobs in general, it's what we want to work on this year, build up. And this year's community. We have built quite the awesome community in the Snobs Nation over on the Discord and the Patreon, things like that. But we want to build out the Snobs Nation even bigger. We want to make the community bigger. We want to just hang out with really cool people. So we're working on that this year.
We'd essentially like to take over the world with awesomeness. So our entire goal here is everybody, as you gain, it's actually like a new tier. Think of yourself as, let's say this is the generals tier. So as the invasion begins, these people at the forefront, we're our commanders. That's who this group is. And the next wave in will be, the flag officers, which are highly important, the majors, lieutenant colonels, the people who kind of drive the day-to-day and make everything work. And then our next tier would be lieutenants. The ones who will be in charge of the ground soldiers, the ones who will be, taking over the governments and ruling everything. So, and then we'll be your wonderful, delightful overlords. And really all we're going to essentially institute is a mandatory tea time, some Zen time, and, mutual masturbation Mondays. But we'll get into that later.
Better not get demonetized. I can't even curse anymore. We're not cursing on content anymore for 2023.
Nope. And that was just a talk of an action. I'm not sure why that would be a problem.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
It's not like I sat here discussing the finish.
Mutual masturbation Mondays.
Yeah, I think it should be a thing.
I think it should be a thing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's a thing. And honestly, it's a scientific thing. It's good for medical science because it will clear out your system, your pipes, and we make sure everybody is. I do not feel good for the cleanup crew.
No, well, I mean, it's a self-responsibility thing. I don't think you could just fire and forget.
No. Happy Maids is going to... This show's brought to you by Happy Maids.
We're going to bring back the terrible dime store friggin' movies. All the theaters, all the peep show theaters that got closed down. That's what the Snobs Nation is going to bring back.
How many men will be masturbating on Mutual Masturbation Monday? And we just look at her and we're like, it's not just men.
It's not just men. That's disgusting.
It's everyone.
No,
That's
it's anyone
sexist.
and everyone. All right.
Everyone has to masturbate.
Yeah.
And that's not a curse word, so I don't want to hear it.
Trans masturbation matters. All right.
Wait. Well, of course it would. I mean, I'm not saying it wouldn't.
Matters.
All
Are we about to do that?
Are we allowed to do this? Are we starting a movement? All masturbation matters?
I think we are.
Did 2023 just open up and we were like, you know what? We're going to accidentally stumble apart the biggest movement of the decade.
Here it is.
Mutual Masturbation Mondays.
Hashtag
all
folks,
masturbation matters.
Send it out.
My masturbation family. That's
That is some terrible connotation. That's not the direction you want to go. 5 minutes into the new year. Welcome to the Scene Snobs.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Now Kathleen's here. She says happy Tuesday.
Hi,
I haven't talked to you guys
Kathleen.
since last year. That's true. I think every mom makes that joke now because my wife does the same. Like, I haven't talked to you since last
It's a
year.
good one. Well, every time I leave somewhere, before I try to do it, but between the 26th and the 30th, I've always got to say, I'll see you next year.
That's true.
I love that one.
You do that. You do that. Okay, not watching the Joe session. You're watching. It's first of all, it's Mutual Masturbation Monday.
You don't have to watch anything. You can be
You have to
blindfolded.
do it.
That's fun.
You just have to do it knowing that everyone's doing it at the same time.
Bingo. It's kind of like when everyone has a moment of silence to share something across the world. We need to do that, but, different.
Fair. PSA, be careful with the dad jokes on New Year's Day. You might end up with the ultimate punchline in 40 weeks.
Oh, right? Jingle,
Not me.
jangle. Someone's getting a delivery. Little stork dropping by.
Oh my God. I love my children. I never want another baby again in my life. I can't do it anymore. I can't not sleep for 6 years.
Yeah, no, forget that. I mean,
Dude.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be fine. It could be fun. It could keep you young, maybe. It could rejuvenate you.
It didn't the first time.
Try again.
That's the one thing. Young parents have that going for them. Like when they're young, they can keep up with the kids. Old parents, nah.
Old parents need to be on the treadmill more.
I need to be on a lot of things more. You ain't wrong, but that's neither here nor there. Dude,
Hey-o.
we had a pretty fun week and a half off.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was able to kick back, relax, hang out with you a little bit, get some things done around the house. It was nice.
Very nice. Yeah, we got together the other day. We shot some fun movie videos or like comedy videos, stuff like that.
Those little TikToks,
You guys also may, if you're watching this, you may be wondering why we have the Carolina Fear Fest Horror Convention up. Guys, we are going to be reps for Carolina Fear Fest again this year. That's May 26th through 29th. If you go to carolinafearfest.org, it is .com is down below the link, so you can click on it and make sure to get your tickets. They have some pretty cool people so far. It's Seth Gilliam from Walking Dead, and he was on The Wire and a few other
Starship
things.
Troopers.
Starship Troopers, cannot forget that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. So excited.
Dee Wallace is going to be there.
Dee Wallace, man. The penultimate horror mom. It's perfect.
It's going to be so. And the Scene Snobs will be there, and we're going to be partying. We're going to have some fun stuff going on. We're going to do some get-togethers. So if you guys are in Snob Nation, make sure you come out. Make sure you hang out with us. We're not giving you anything, maybe some buttons. Whatever we have with us.
I'll give you lots of hugs if you're open to hugs.
Yep. And we have some friends coming. We have a lot of friends from all over the Snob Nation coming from all over the country. So it's going to be a lot of fun. She says, Kathleen, John made that joke 5 years ago. Honora will be 5 in September.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that so much.
I can't wait either, Chris. So excited. It's very lonely in the comments this evening. I must be extra chaotic.
Keep it up.
Yeah, not a lot of people watching. How much for your autographs? We don't charge for autographs.
No, because you know what? When you have something this fantastic, you want to share it with everyone. And quite frankly, my signature is a work of art.
I can't rightfully charge anybody for it because if I am of any celebrity status whatsoever, it's like it's not even a Z level.
Well,
Like
it's the celebrity status because you guys want that, and it means so much to us. So I'm in for that. But we'll be your A-listers. Don't you dare put yourself down. Don't you call yourself a Z-er. What are you doing, Mick? We can absolutely pump this up. We're M's,
Listen,
at least. We gotta be M's.
Write your movies, put me in
Yes.
them, and then I'll up that to like an F.
Which we've been working on those. Those
Yeah.
are coming along. I'm very excited. I'm so
So
stoked. It's just been a good exercise.
we need context here. We need context for everybody because people are going to be like, now they're writing movies. Like it's so out of the blue for anybody who listens.
True.
That's where I started. I started working in the film industry for years. I lived out in LA for a while. I did a lot of script work, stuff like that. Casey has worked with me on quite a few scripts and stuff like that. So we're pretty well in tune with it. I left the film industry. Casey left what year? Like I left in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And I started doing this. Casey was already like a big to do in the radio world, the internet. World.
I mean, in my own mind.
Off topic. He was already he was the celebrity before I was.
I was a huge local celebrity. Big time. People love me here in one town. Yes, we have 14 dogs and they all come to cheer me on every weekend.
It's true. He was super popular. So and
Casey's
a really talented. Casey's a really talented voice guy. So like working with him was always great for it. Now we've had ideas over the years and we've written some stuff. We have some scripts written and we're continuing on. I'm not saying I'm jumping back in or anything. I think I've been so far removed, but I do work in it. Like I work the Skyline Indie Film Fest, things like that. So I think you bit me with the bug a little bit the other day.
I mean, because honestly, I got bit hard out of nowhere. I just had the ideas flowing again and was like, I'm just going to start writing and see what I put down. I've got a couple shorts that we've been working on since we've been friends. Mm-hmm. The same storyline, and finally putting that down on paper and seeing it kind of take on a life is pretty exciting. And a couple other movies that I've not kicked around the same ideas with you for a couple of years. And it's one of those things where it kind of pops in every once in a while, kind of floats around. But yeah, everything kind of coalesced and just went, oh, this could be a really cool movie. All these pieces now that I've collected. Yep. So,
well, that's the funny part. Like one of them is an anthology, horror anthology. And I don't want to get any more. I don't want to say any more about it. But it started with you and I at Walmart.
Yeah,
it's like 10 years ago, dude. That was 10 years ago. We're in Walmart and it's like not even Halloween time yet. Like it's getting there. But so we go in, we find these masks.
Oh, these horrifying masks.
And we're like, this is perfect. I was like, and I remember like we're sitting there and I'm like, dude, it'd be great if like these masked people were terrorizing these adults and stuff, like circa the strangers, but you find out the tables are turned and they're actually the bag. And I'm trying so hard not to give anything away
because it's really intricate storylines. We kind of almost created too much, and then immediately, because of its simplicity, it's really tough to not give the entire story away with just saying one wrong thing.
Yeah, Casey ran with that and he wrote them out. And the only thing I asked was like, can I just write the through line story for the anthology? Because I had an idea for it. So he's been very cool to let me do that. And we're offer the opportunity to do that. I haven't done it yet. I want to read his stuff first and see how it connects. But yeah, so you may see a Scene Snobs movie in the future.
It could happen. Stranger Things.
I want it noted. I want it noted by everyone now. This isn't some we were podcasters who really like movies and now all of a sudden we're making movies. I did this professionally. This is me getting back into it. But my passion still lies here.
Right. This is where the heart beats. Yes. But it's something fun to do, and I think it's a good exercise, and we're getting older. And I mean, I want to create art. even if it's just for the sake of creating it. I love art. And before I pass on in this delightful world and shake this mortal coil, I want to make sure I leave something cool behind.
I told you I thought it would be funny to do sort of like the Scene Snobs meet.
Yeah.
Like an Abbott and Costello meet. Like if we did some shorts of like the Scene Snobs meet this person or this person. Yeah. I thought that would be kind of fun.
Those would be a lot of fun. We could definitely whip some of those up and just meet different people, different characters through history.
Oh yeah, man. That would be great. I want my Christmas card signed by both of you. You are both A-listers. Done. Thank you. And we'll sign it. Yeah, absolutely. Nothing.
Absolutely.
I don't want any money. In fact, we'll probably give you stuff.
Yeah. You come over and get an autograph, and sorry for ruining your picture. Here's some buttons and some stickers and some magnets.
We should take a key and kind of rub out our faces and sign over other parts. Like
this is how we leave our mark.
We ruin your Christmas card.
If it isn't ruined, it wasn't real.
But then we'll sign it afterwards and be like,
of course.
Thanks for nothing. Love the Scene Snobs.
We're like the Sour Patch Kids. First we're sour, then we're sweet.
That's true. Then we'll give you a hug. We'll be really mean to your autograph, and then we'll give you a hug.
Yeah. Not to the person, just to the stuff.
Being asked for your autograph is weird, man.
You have been reveling in it and still floating on that, man.
It's still weird, though. It's still weird. It's not a good fit for my ego.
Right.
It shouldn't happen. I'm just telling you that now. Like,
well, I'm aware that there's a very good chance one day you're not going to be able to fit through the door. Like I always have to be ready,
I mean, can I now?
Due to your head size.
Let's be realistic here. Can I fit through the door now, Casey?
Due to your head size on your shoulders.
My shoulders don't even fit through the fucking door.
Your shoulders.
Oh, it's cursed. You just did it. Yeah, it's your fault. I'm trying,
of course
man.
It was.
We should do the swear jar for everything. That's the
I
only
think the swear jar is going to be the new thing. I'm not sure if I'm ready to pull it up today.
That's fine.
Let's see if I can get it.
We'll
prep for next time.
Hey, John's here. What's up, John?
What's up, John? Yeah, that's actually really. Hey, what's up, Chris?
Dude, I'm excited to be back though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like not doing the show.
Agreed.
Like it felt really good Sunday when you came over to shoot videos.
Yeah, we have to have our interaction.
Dude, the one I posted
empty
today,
without it.
I posted the Reese's Puffs one today. It's so good. We did so good on that one. I'm not trying, and that's not arrogance. I promise you, I'm not being like I'm just proud of our product.
It was hilarious.
We've done some funny ones. We did some funny ones. I will give you that. And they're all going to be coming out. And then you'll come back Sunday and we'll make some more. We'll make
exactly. We're just making memories, bro.
Yeah.
See, this is the cool thing is we're leaving a legacy. So if either one of us gets dementia and completely loses our mind, we'll be able to have a legacy to pass on to family.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of like it, but
I mean, when they're older. Definitely not.
I have a feeling right now it's like we love the Scene Snobs. And then it's going to turn around at some point and it's going to be like, we're in high school now. This is getting old.
Yeah.
My friends don't need to be pulling up videos of you.
Yeah, my friends are all sharing this during gym. What the hell?
And your friends are awesome because we have a great show. We're gonna have like 6 million subscribers just because like these kids are gonna be like, these old guys.
See, that's what we have to hold out for, to just be the old guys when our kids are in high school. I mean, we're what, 3-4 years away?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god, we are. Oh, why would you do that to me?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it.
I hate you. Why would you do this? Oh man.
It's all your fault.
I don't want to feel so old, and I do, and it hurts.
I mean, yeah, my workout routine involves a lot more stretching now than actual like working out, which is cool though. I enjoy it.
Dude, I've been doing tricep dips. My arms feel so good.
It feels so strong. I'm all swole.
I do, man. Like, dude, like my arms are like, with all the push-ups, my chest is like getting like harder, and
yeah, it is.
I love it, dude. I did 3,102 push-ups in December.
I'm proud of you.
That is more push-ups in 1 month than I've ever done combined in my life.
And now just keep going.
Oh, I did. Every day
No
I've
reason
done
to stop. Yep.
Yeah. I've just added to it. So like now I throw on like the tricep dips.
Nice. That's the smart way to do it. Yep. Start getting up to squats, make sure to take care of your knees too. Nice and
My
easy.
knees are done. I think my knees died.
You
I'm
might
out.
need some new ones.
I think, how like we watch a lot of celebrities who are in their like 60s, 70s who are movie stars, like A-list movie stars.
Tom Cruise,
even like Sylvester Stallone. Like at one point, like these were all A-list movie stars.
Ed Harris,
Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, you shut your mouth.
William Hurt.
She was an A-list for a little while. I don't know that she would.
Casper Van Dien.
I think you're really like stretching. Like there's, and the problem is, I know you're trolling me because there's a level and you're not meeting it.
Giancarlo Esposito.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me, dude. Seriously, you know what we're talking about here. And I'm getting annoyed.
Sandra
it's only
Bullock.
20 minutes in. I'm out. I don't want to do
What? No, Sandra Bullock is totally spot on.
Yeah, she is an A-lister.
Julia Roberts.
So they live a long time. Anyway, you're drawing away from my point.
Okay, Richard Gere. There you go. Carry on. I got it now.
Oh my God. So I hate when you do that because it throws me off and I don't feel good.
I'm sorry.
So
I don't want to make you not feel good.
They all get in their like 60s and 70s and they still look amazing, right? And they're still in great shape and they're living longer and they're living healthy lives and their knees work even though I'm 40 and mine don't. I think you have to be a certain age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you have to be in immaculate shape. Anything after that, it's just easy to keep up with. But if you don't at that age, if you're not in great shape like they are, like training all the time, you turn into like me. And I think I've surpassed that time by a lot.
I think you can do anything that you choose to because the human brain and body are amazing.
I think you're really optimistic
and I'm really just waiting to like pull up like a bottle of medicine and be like, and now with your fancy knee regeneration with actual human bones and carp DNA, we're going to be able to help regrow all of your meniscus.
Carp DNA?
Yeah,
that's the first
don't worry
one
about it. It's a new thing. It's
just go for it.
Cutting edge.
Let's do salmon DNA instead. No, never do the salmon. Never do this.
No, you can't trust salmon DNA.
Can't trust it. Can't
trust it. No, because you don't know where it be coming from.
Dude, I am so like back today, but I'm not back.
Well, because I'm getting back into work too. So that's been difficult because last week was kind of that, whatever, like we're back to work, but it was the holidays. It's that in between Christmas and New Year's, which is my favorite time because that's the black hole vortex where if nothing happens and nothing gets accomplished, it's cool. Everyone gets a free week. It's like everyone gets a pass. Like, it's not that big a deal. But this week is when, all the cats come home.
Yep.
Now
everybody's back and everybody's like calling for it. I guess we're not very good. We're losing a lot of watchers.
Oh,
I'm okay with it though.
What are we doing wrong?
We're not talking to the people, man. We're not getting there.
Fair. But they're not saying much either.
I would like to say that we're doing nothing wrong and we're fantastic and amazing.
I believe that.
No,
don't stare at the numbers. It'll mess with you, bro.
Dude, I really went on a tear this weekend with this. I watched too much Step by Step.
See, okay, what is too much Step by Step? Like, is it quantifiable?
Solidly, I watched about 20 hours of Step by Step.
Wow, that's a pretty fair amount of Step by Step.
That's so much Step by Step, Casey.
It's a lot of Step by Step.
It's so much Step by Step.
But it is Al. We do love Al.
All right, so I started in a lot of ways from the very early days to the pre-Cody days to the post-Cody days. I've kind of jumped around a lot.
Wow. Okay. Oh, so you got everyone aging real fast.
They had a whole marathon on TV. And I just joined in, Casey. The Codeman saved my New Year's.
How did the Codeman? Whoa, Cody. Hey, Uncle Frank. Like how in the world? What? What did he do?
Dude, first of all, don't you dare besmirch the name of Sasha Mitchell,
Oh, I
the
never would.
Codeman.
The Codeman.
Cody Lambert.
What's up, little dude?
Cody Lambert was so far ahead of his time that you all are just lost. Like, first of all, let's think about it, right? Cody was looked at like a bum because he lived in his van and traveled around a lot, right?
Mm-hmm. He was basically like a roadie.
Cody was a gentleman's gentleman, but could fight, right? Kickboxer.
Okay, and well, yeah, and he stuck up for Mark a few times.
And Dana and everybody else. Like, yeah, he went at it. The man starred in the kickboxer movies. Come on.
I mean,
So
fair.
the better version, the David Sloan trilogy. I love it. He could play guitar. He could fix anything. Cody Lambert, just like I said, traveled around in his van, and that was most of it. But he believed in equal rights. He stuck up for it. He spoke out against for many, many different things. And he was always at the heart of the special episodes because he was always teaching the lessons.
Yep.
I think if Gen Z is going to look at any hero from the past, it should be Cody, the Codeman Lambert.
I like that. That's a really strong run for him. And I would definitely cast my vote for that man. And I agree with you wholeheartedly because he always was. He was the vehicle that drove the motion, whatever the big story was, whatever the big tell was. And he would generally do the honorable thing, the dumb, simple, it's clearly a good thing or a bad thing. You know, this is a yes or no situation. Cody was so dumb and so simple that if he can figure it out, what's your problem? You know, that was kind of the way it always was fed to me. And I loved it.
Yeah, because I went back and like I love Step by Step growing up. And their special episodes hit. They did it right. I'm not saying there weren't some dullards. There were definitely some dullards in there.
Dullards.
When Steve Urkel showed up on his jetpack, like it didn't work. But whatever, you had to have your crossovers. It is what it is.
TGIF, it's not man, they all interspersed.
Listen, Urkel ran TGIF for a lot of years. Don't forget about Death Before Dishonor.
Yes.
What is that? What did he do?
I think it was a movie he was in.
Was it? Oh, I need to watch it then.
And yes, I agree. John says that Step by Step is superior to the Brady Bunch in every way. Absolutely.
Every
100% agree.
Because the married couple was still like wanting to touch each other and have sex. They were attracted to each other. The kids, like there was actual infighting. You are late, chicken, but we love you, sir.
What's up, chicken? Happy New Year, buddy.
Another Sasha movie. I will check that out. Death Before Dishonor. I love it. But I was a teenager when Step by Step was on, so I was exactly watching it for the plot.
Yeah, I was the same. I was like 13, 14. So believe me, I'm with you. It was Al, Dana. Yeah.
I still maintain that I am not into video games because of Mark's addiction on that show.
Yeah, Mark's addiction to video games was weird. Like it
was so weird. He got so mad. I watched it. It was on.
Oh, that was one of them? Oh, God.
Yes. Dude, you can't watch 20 hours and not watch some of the special ones.
20 hours.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 20 episodes. 20 episodes. Sorry.
I was just saying that's 40.
Oh, wait, it might be more because I watched about 12 hours the first day and I'd have to say at least 8 or 9 the next day.
Good night, dude. So if that's 20 hours of viewing, then that's 40 episodes. That's amazing.
So, yeah, I guess I did do more. Dude, I watched so much. My wife on New Year's Eve had to say, we're going to bed. And we went and we laid in bed and I turned on TV for a few minutes. We watched a little bit of When Harry Met Sally.
Okay.
And she goes, I'm really tired. I need to get some sleep. I was like, okay, no problem. And I immediately turned on Step by Step and watched it like 2 more episodes. I didn't care.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, I totally get that. That happened to me yesterday morning with Snowflake Mountain.
What the hell is Snowflake Mountain?
It's a Netflix. It's a terrible. This is just dumb. It's a Netflix stupid reality show where it's basically these kids who are like Gen Z snowflakes, early 20s, or are dropped off at a mountain where they have to learn to stand on their own 2 feet by some military guys who are like camp counselors. It's ridiculous.
When did we become a nation that was like, hey, let's throw some kids on TV who have never been exposed to this in their lives, and just be like, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, because the fish out of water story hasn't been told since forever.
No, but I mean, I'm talking like this is. I don't mind the fish out of water story. You know why? Because at the end of the day, they call cut, and the actor gets to go home or to his fancy hotel or whatever.
Yeah, but these people could potentially these people could potentially get famous. They could become an internet sensation.
I understand why they do it, because they want to entertain Casey.
Yeah, I want my entertainment. I demand my entertainment. In watching these shows, I can look down my nose at them and feel like an emperor in Rome. And it's a lot of nose to look down. So I can feel like the Circus Maximus is entertaining me.
I hate reality TV. Reality TV, all it does is steals away hours of good TV.
No,
like
it's
step-by-step reboot.
Clearly, yeah. Wait, there's a reboot?
I hope. Oh. I hope. I will take that any day of the week.
Where Cody is the dad?
Dude, he was the dad, dude. He was the one that like taught me everything.
Oh, Frank wasn't? You're Patrick Duffy? Wasn't the guy that you took lessons from?
Patrick Duffy on that show played Frank Lambert. Anybody who doesn't know. He was the father of the three of the kids when they got married. And here's the story of a man named Frank who had 3 kids of his own.
Yep.
None of them had hair of gold.
Not a one of them.
Like the mother did. Mm-hmm. But they were all very bold. So, no, I don't want to steal Jeff's bit. No, so they had this basically Brady Bunch style story. Frank was a guy who was the one learning the lesson a lot of the times because he would play the misogynist type. He doesn't like his wife earns more money than him. And that was an episode that I watched. So he goes down and gets a part-time job.
Yep.
At handing out flyers dressed as a chicken. Right. And that was the episode because he was so bummed that his wife made more money because they both owned their own businesses. Mm-hmm. I mean, with 6 kids, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Dude, TGIF was the best, man.
It was amazing. I mean, think about the Corey Matthews dad. He was a manager.
Of a food store.
Market, of a food store. Yeah.
And then later, what was his job?
I don't remember. Oh, when he got he was at an outdoor store.
The outdoor.
Yeah.
He bought the camping store.
That's right. He bought it. Thank you. That was what it was.
He became the owner of it.
Yeah. And then Sean worked for him. Yeah.
Chris says, you mean like Bear Grylls going to the hotels between days? Yeah.
Of course.
Exactly.
Because look, he's just showing you how to do it. Doesn't mean he's going to go do it himself. Like, I never understood the hate over that. I'm like, yeah, he's doing the show. He's a Survivor person who's just instructing you and showing you on television. Like, I never saw him pitching it as I'm doing this right now. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Survivor Man was even stupid for doing it. I don't get it.
Shows were better in the 90s because they were legitimately longer. A 30-minute sitcom used to be 25 minutes of show, and now a sitcom is 19 minutes of show. That's a huge loss in terms of storytelling. Truth. I do agree. Mm-hmm. I will say this. Listen, I love a lot of those old shows. Storytelling has gotten better. Let's not
in some ways. Well, and definitely, I'll say even cinematography's gotten better.
Oh, 100%. Well, they left the 4-camera system, and like shows like Scrubs and Arrested Development, stuff like that really helped that happen.
Yep. Stacey Keenan. I'm just looking at everybody who was part of this. It was ridiculous. Karen Foster was the other one. It was Karen and Dana.
Karen, Dana, and Al were the three daughters.
And Brendan was the kid. It was Frank's young kid.
Mark was the middle son.
Right, but he was the Foster.
It was JT. JT was a Lambert. Mark was a Foster.
Yeah.
And Brendan was the other Lambert. He was the youngest Lambert. Al was a Lambert. And Dana and I can't believe we're doing this.
You
Dana and Karen
literally put this as the freaking subject on the card
They say
tonight. You can't say, I'm shocked we're doing this.
I'm shocked that we're talking. All right. I am shocked, but I'm only shocked because I don't really pay attention that much. But
I barely know where I am half the time.
dude, that show, man, it just made me feel, it made my heart feel warm while I was watching it. Felt good. Except Frank is a dunce. That's the only thing. Frank is like one of the kids. He's a dunce. I love him. I love him. And it got me thinking about like TV dads. Like, how many would I really want as my dad? I mean,
there are not many. I mean, I would, Frank would be okay because he's kind of barely in the way half the time. And he's usually bumbling and wants to do the right thing, you know?
What TV dad would you want the most?
The one from Mr. Belvedere.
Bob Uecker?
Yes.
That'd be great.
I would love Bob Uecker as a dad because he was the quintessential 80s dad who would come down from his office, grab his scotch, say something witty back and forth of the rapport with Mr. Belvedere, and then just wander away again. And the kids are all standing there and he barely talks to them. It was great. Childhood.
Al Bundy. I would not want Al Bundy as a dad. Man, that's psychological torture right there.
I mean, at least he tried, you know.
I would maybe say Carl Winslow.
Well, Carl Winslow would be, that's probably the most angelic. That man's an absolute freaking treasure.
Because like I feel like Uncle Phil would yell at me a lot.
Oh, Uncle Phil would absolutely demolish me.
Yeah.
I would be in trouble all the time. I would get nothing but the eye rolls and the yell. Oh man, getting an Uncle Phil yell? Nah, man, I'm out.
So, yeah, I mean, Carl would be great though. But no, because if I'm Carl's kid, I got to put up with Steve.
You know who else would be pretty great is the dad from Raising Hope.
I don't think I've ever
Garrett Dillahunt's dad. He was just a loving guy.
Garrett Dillahunt
tried really hard. Yeah.
What is he in? Bill Cosby. All right, Chris. Here's the deal. No, well, listen. Rewind 15 years ago, you'd probably say Heathcliff Huxtable.
No, that's very true. I 100% agree with that. Unfortunately, who he represents now, obviously, we can't say that.
No, I definitely 1,000% wouldn't say that. But I mean, if we are, here's the thing: it's so tarnished because it's like. But if we say Heathcliff, because I'm not saying I want Reginald Val Johnson to be my dad.
No, it's
Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow, yeah.
So I'm not saying I want Bill Cosby to be my dad.
Yeah, you want Heathcliff Huxtable. But Heathcliff Huxtable also spiked his barbecue sauce with drugs that his children were supposed to have, and then they accidentally got them. And the episode ends with him running away to go get the sauce away from the kid.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's not great.
Chris says Tim Taylor. That would be an interesting one.
Tim Taylor, I'd be okay with if I was, if you could fit with him. I think that was a cool thing about Tim Taylor's, that he was trying to connect with his kids and wanted to love them, but he was doing it his way. And he was very hard-headed, old style about that. Like, I like cars and putting things together and working on stuff, so you should too. And this is how we're going to bond. And I was like, okay, I get that. I see that father, and that's rad.
Trying to teach his son's. I actually liked his character, Mike from. Was it The Last Stand?
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing. That's what it was. I liked his character from that better as a father.
That's fair. I like actually Mr. Matthews was a really great dad from Boy Meets World. He was a really solid dad.
He was a solid dad too. Like he was always, when he was on screen, he was being a dad.
Yep.
And that was very cool to see, because like you didn't really get to know his parents outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
wasn't until much later, much later, until their college years, that you start to see all that.
But even like the troubles that the parents would have when it would be their moments to talk involved the kids. So it was always a parenting thing.
Always.
And I dug that. I thought that was pretty cool.
It was really well done. You know who were crappy parents?
Who?
The ones in there you go. Sorry, John. Put that up.
Gomez was one of the best TV dads. He was absolutely in love with his wife and totally supported his kids in whatever they were doing. That's true.
Agreed. And after having just recently watched Wednesday, which, by the way, y'all, Wednesday, where have I been? It's so good. It was so freaking great. And yes, I think I was blown away. Luis Guzman did a fantastic job. way better job than I thought. And then I went back and rewatched Raul Julia and went, yeah, it's still my Gomez. I mean, Raul Julia is just too good.
Still my M. Bison.
Oh,
he is though. He was so good in that role. He was the only good thing about that movie.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
It's the only good. That movie was so bad.
Even the Chun-Li was terrible, and I love that actress.
Ming-Na
Whose name escapes me. Yeah, Ming-Na Wen. I love her.
She played Mulan too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, voiced Mulan.
What? The voice.
Voiced,
yeah. Sorry. And Chris says, actually, no, John Winchester. No, that's terrible, Dad.
Wouldn't love that.
In the 80s, didn't everyone's dad have something illegal in the house that had to be kept away from the kids, or was that just my family? No, that's
absolutely
just your family.
One of mine was legitimately in every closet. We had guns in every single closet growing up. It was farmhouse, so it's like, it just grew up doing it. So I was like, whatever. And then you get around people who are so weird around guns, and I'm like, literally, I'd have to move one to get my ironing board out. So
I will give it to my dad on that sense, like, because he had his gun and he was a cop. He had a couple of guns and he kept them in a lockbox in his closet, not locked. But he always removed the bullets.
Yeah, see, that's
smart. So I will give you that. So at least because there was a time where my brother got it and was pointing it at me, and we were very young.
Yeah, ours were always empty. By the way, we never left the loaded guns in all those places. It was just guns. Rifles and stuff.
And listen, before you guys get mad, he was sleeping. He worked 2 jobs. Leave him
alone. Busy guy. Come on.
I got a lot of gripes, but in that one, and then we both got beat for that one.
Oh, I believe it.
We both got beat.
Hey, what about Jack Pearson from This Is Us? Is he a good dad?
Yeah, like this super perfect dad, but do you want to cry every week? Do you want to cry every week, Casey? Do you want a dad who's going to make you cry every week?
No. One of my life goals was always like classically concerned being a Danny Tanner. I think being a Danny Tanner was a real goal for a while, but now I'm much happier with the idea of Phil Dunphy. I feel like that's really where.
Well, you got to go later years, Phil Dunphy, because those early years, he was a pervert, man. He was ready to roll at any woman that showed him any kind of difference.
Well, I mean, that's fair. And really, if you have Julie Bowen, why would you ever wander? Why would your gaze ever go anywhere else? Mm-hmm. True.
Gara, whatever. And no, John, that my dad didn't. Jeez, keep your infighting in the comments.
Yeah, keep going.
No, different than the dad I had. I call him my sperm donor. 30 years since I've seen him. So him and John Winchester fit.
Okay, yeah.
Touche. I mean, he let us play with mercury, but it wasn't illegal, just dangerous.
Yeah, it's fine, especially as long as you don't lick it.
And by play with mercury means eat tuna every day for 30 years. I knew a guy who
just cracking one of those things and bloop.
I knew a guy who was kind of down on his luck for a few years, and and I'm not making fun of that. Like I understood at the time and stuff, and like he lived off of tuna. He would eat just because he could afford the tuna cans, and he gave himself mercury poisoning.
Can happen.
It's crazy. David, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining in, buddy.
David? Happy New Year.
We're kind of chill tonight.
Yeah.
It's our first night back. We're getting a little crazy.
It's knocking the rust off, after getting back into it. Feeling good, feeling froggy.
Let me ask you this.
You can ask me anything.
What TV dads were perverts?
Were perverts?
Yeah, there were some. What do
Walter
you got?
White.
Not really. He never cheated. He could have.
Yeah, true.
He was dastardly.
He was, yeah.
He was a problem.
What do you think about Eric Taylor from Friday Night Lights?
The coach?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I could see him hooking up with some of the
high school girls. Pervy with some high school girls.
We're them cheerleaders.
Why are we smear? We can't smear.
We can smear characters all day long, not actors.
We
can smear characters all day long.
All right,
you know what?
Do it.
8 is enough. 8 is enough. The dad from Dick Van Patten's character.
Dick Van Patten.
He was a pervert, dude. That dude was staring through windows. Not Dick Van Patten, by the way.
No,
I want to point it out. Dick Van Patten, very nice man.
Also, what about the the manager from the Partridge Family. He was kind of pervy.
The Partridge Family is trouble. The uncle, the weird uncle,
Weird uncle. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You remember?
He would go out on the beach while they were singing. He'd be like, I'm gonna find myself some hot tamales. He was basically that weird. The character, by the way, the character, not the actor. He was that weird, like Alabama senator or whatever that would go cruising for teenagers at the mall.
Roy George or whatever his name. Roy Moore.
I don't know his name. Screw that guy. Oh my god, I want tuna too. I'm thinking about it now, and I'm trying to think about all the dads. I bet you Leave It to Beaver's dad. He was a problem.
Oh, Ward? Absolutely.
He was cheating on that wife with everyone.
100%. Hey, you know who was one of the good dads who wasn't pervy? Sandy Cohen from the OC.
Nah,
he was totally perving all over him. Yeah.
I bet you he would have hooked up with Misha Barton in a second. Not Misha Barton. The character Misha Barton.
Misha Barton played.
Not
Tony
Peter
Soprano.
Gallagher.
Tony Soprano was a terribly pervy.
Tony Soprano was literally what we're talking about here. Tony Soprano, everything Tony Soprano did throughout that whole series was exactly what we're talking about in this scenario about other dads.
Yep, everything. The archetype for crap.
You know who else was a real perv? The painter from Murphy Brown.
I bet
you.
Oh man, I forgot about him. Yeah,
and Niles from Frasier.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That dude went to the glory holes.
Major perv. What about Jason Seaver from Growing Pains? You think he was hooking up with someone in the office? All of his weather girls.
Again, not Alan Thicke. Alan Thicke was the man.
No,
Jason Seaver though. Jason Seaver was so fed up with his religious wingnut son that he just had to go out and he was like, "Sorry, Maggie, I got to get some tail."
And of course, Maggie, who he constantly would try to hook up with, and she was, "Oh, Jason, oh, yeah, I remember him." What about Michael Gross from Family Ties?
You leave Stephen Keaton alone. You don't dare besmirch the name of Stephen Keaton, because here's the thing: they did an episode about that. Stephen,
they did.
Yes, they did. It was Judith Light played the woman that worked at his office, and she was desperately trying to get him to sleep with him. He's having a lot of stress at home with the new baby.
I would have been all about it. Yeah.
And like she's not, at least isn't paying attention to him. It was like the perfect moment for it to happen. And then the last minute, he was like, "I can't do this. I love my wife." And he went home and he ate ice cream with her. I love that episode. And it was like young, not Angela. Like Angela was hot. Don't get me wrong, but like.
Yeah.
Not young Angela, not Angela from Who's the Boss. She was young,
right?
Like just like that 25 year old Judith.
Angela,
Mona, Samantha, Jonathan. I'm gonna vacuum these drapes.
I don't know who the boss is. Who's gonna tell me?
Not a pervert, by the way. Not a pervert.
No, not a pervert.
Just a dad. You should look up to him. A single dad taking care of his daughter, trying to do its best.
100%,
that's
man.
Your guy right there.
That's you're darn tootin'. Married rich. Yeah, I'm absolutely hitching my wagon as such.
He did marry rich. That's true.
That's
the neighbor from Home Improvement. Dude, you leave Wilson alone.
Wilson was a good man.
He was a good man.
Wilson was a good man.
OD'd? Who OD'd? Was it not Wilson from? I hope not.
Well, I hope not. Jason Seaver?
Jason
Seaver.
Again, everybody, we're not talking about the actors.
What about Ray Campbell from Sister?
I don't know.
He was a good dad. I don't think he was really all that bad. He was good.
Nah. Like I'm trying to think, man. I think Archie Bunker was
he was a big old perv.
He was a perv.
Super perv. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. No, he loved his wife. I'm gonna actually say no, probably not him.
What about Mike Brady? Okay, here's my thing with Mike Brady. I think they were both pervs, and I think they were swingers.
Swingers. That's as far as I'd go.
Yeah.
The characters were swingers.
Absolutely.
Because that was a swingers pad.
Oh, 100%. Their swingers pad. Plus, I mean, they had Alice, so they could just come and go as they pleased.
Dude, Alice,
So-
how messed up would it be? Is their only people at their swingers parties was Alice and Sam the Butcher?
Yeah.
That would whose keys are we gonna grab tonight? It's just two pairs.
Oh, sounds like an adventure to me.
Oh, the painter on Murphy Brown. He OD'd.
Murphy
Oh,
Brown.
man,
Oh,
shame.
okay.
Not the actor.
Well,
by
that
the way.
sucks.
The actor.
Yeah.
I want to put that out there. I want anybody like reaching out.
Oh my god,
Dude, you know what else I watched during my break? I love
What's
this
that?
movie, by the way, and I will watch it any day of the week. The American President.
you love that movie so much.
I love that movie
It's
so much, man.
ridiculous.
It's so good. And I don't find Annette Bening attractive. Not saying I don't think she's unattractive, but I don't find her attractive in
Yeah, she's
anything
very
but
ugly.
that movie.
I get it. Very ugly. Yeah.
I would not call her. I wouldn't say she's ugly.
Horrendous.
But it's only her as Sydney Allen Wade that I'm like, you're just beautiful. And oh my God. I love that movie, dude. That ending, he's like, oh, I want to do the whole speech, but I'm not going to do the whole speech. I'm going to get it wrong. I'm going to mess up. So,
But it's more fun. That's what we should do. We should actually prep a day for Fridays and do a segment where we just do our favorite speeches. Just randomly start reciting speeches.
I'm down, dude.
Favorite
That'd be amazing.
monologues, whenever. Just randomly throw it in.
Yes.
But
Dude, we should do a reading.
It would be a cool contest if we did something like that where we do that, but we don't tell you where the movie's from, and people have to guess what movie that was from.
I like that idea, but we should also do a script reading of the
American President. I'm in. Let's do it.
Who would you
Snobs
pick?
Nation script reading.
Are you AJ? Are you going to be AJ?
Yeah, I got to.
You got to be AJ. I'll be Andrew.
Yep.
You be AJ. And then there you go. You got Martin Sheen and Michael Douglas right there.
Done.
Who do we get for Sydney Allen Wade?
Your wife?
Maybe, but like we'll see. She could pull off the little joke. I got stuck on DuPont Circle. And I love that movie. We got to get somebody to play Richard Dreyfuss, but I want the person to do it like Richard Dreyfuss. You ever see
like
the
Richard
Silent
Dreyfuss coming in like I was in Jaws?
That's it. That's the one from the Star Wars auditions on Saturday Night Live. Whoever did that, I think it was Daryl Hammond.
Daryl Hannah, yeah.
Dude, that's who needs to play him in the movie.
Agreed. Well, hit up Daryl Hammond. I'm sure he's doing nothing.
The president's got a girlfriend. I was in Jaws.
Do you understand what this could mean? I was in Jaws.
Could you imagine? It's like Richard Dreyfuss starts to sell Snow Joes. Why don't you buy a Snow Joe? You don't understand. It pushes the snow off of your car.
Is it icy and nasty outside? Is the sky falling in large chunks? And clean it off with a Snow Joe.
I was in Mr. Holland's Opus. Did you see that movie? There's some
I just
snow
don't
in that
understand why you people are getting so upset.
What
Have
was
you
the
seen
one where
Close
Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
Or Firefighter? What was when he was the firefighter? Remember Me?
No, he was the pilot. No,
The
not
pilot.
Remember Me. I'm thinking Always.
Always. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's Always. I
Where he
love
dies and
Always.
he's got to help the other guy to get with his girl,
Yep.
Holly Hunter.
Good
That was,
time.
my wife loves that movie.
It's a great Cyrano de Bergerac twist.
Richard Dreyfuss.
It is Richard
I was in
Dreyfuss.
Jaws!
That was in 1977, man. Well, everyone was on blow in 1977. Do you see the pants they wore? I want those pants.
Neil
But I'd have
Simon
to
and I
do
were
blow.
good friends.
One of the greatest American playwrights ever.
I got to play the acoustic guitar in that one.
I don't understand why anyone else would be upset about it.
He was in the Graduate. You
Yep.
are right. I was Richard
Absolutely.
Dreyfuss. I was in The Graduate.
The Graduate.
Did you see that movie? Yeah, you know who else was in it? William Daniels. Shut up. Back to Boy Meets World.
Yeah, you know who doesn't get enough love? William Hurt. Suck it.
Oh, poor William Hurt. He's
William
all right.
Daniels, man. I love that Bill Daniels is just rocking and rolling. Him and his wife are actually touring now, doing all the circuits for the cons and stuff for Boy Meets World. Since that's
Nice.
getting a big push again. Oh, I love it. And honestly, after rewatching the 1776, how could you not love that, man?
Oh, that's true. He was in that. I forgot.
God, he's such
he was
a-
like the star of it, wasn't he?
He's John Adams, man. He's a
Yeah.
jerk. It's wonderful because
So
he's
good.
just a cantankerous prick, and it's perfect. I'm like, man, you were Feeney before Feeney was even invented.
It's true. Well, no, Feeney wasn't a jerk. Feeney was stern.
Yeah, okay, but that's kind of the way he plays it. Bill Daniels has always been the stern guy. It's not like he's a
I'm
lovable
sorry.
character.
Kit was a wild ride, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. When not on screen and pictured.
Listen, I realize we're tamer than most nights, but leave us alone.
It is true. We've kind of run off the rails a little bit. We went hard on the TGIF tonight. It felt good.
I've felt it. I mean, after watching 40 hours or 40 episodes, how many did I watch?
Way too much.
Way too much step by
I'm
step.
sorry. I'm sorry. The perfect amount to be able to be an expert on this particular thing tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Cody Lambert is the best character to ever come off of TGIF.
I believe it.
But
Whoa,
I'm
wait,
sorry,
what?
Kathleen.
Off of TGIF ever?
Yep. Name one more. Name another one.
What are you talking about? Steve Urkel.
No, I didn't say the biggest. I said the best character to come off.
I mean,
Urkel was a nuisance, and he was a pain in the butt.
Ryder Strong was pretty great.
Yeah, but he was not Cody.
Hmm.
He was not Cody. I will fight this one tooth and nail.
I don't know. Uncle Jesse. Kind of
Now
huge.
let's just end the show. You're just
What are you talking? Are you seriously saying that Uncle Jesse? Thank you, Eric Matthews. Are you saying Eric Matthews is a great one, actually?
Eric Matthews is a great one.
Friedel? Yeah.
So is Sean Hunter. They're great characters.
Yes.
Cody Lambert was the best character to come off of TGIF. I stand by it.
I can't fully. I feel like there's too many things we have to go through there because you got the Winslows, and there's too many good Winslows.
They're great Winslows.
Yeah,
they're great. Listen, there's a lot of great shows.
Sabrina. I mean, the aunts really more than Sabrina. As much as I love Sabrina, I didn't relate to her as much as I love the aunts.
Mr. Feeney's great. He's no
Feeney's
Cody
classic. Yeah,
great. I love him. Don't get me wrong. Great characters. Not Cody Lambert.
Hey, who is Frank's
TV dad Burton? He was all about.
What was Cody's family dead aside from Uncle Frank?
I have no idea.
I always wondered if they covered that. Yeah,
I don't think I know it's his brother's. It's Frank's brother.
Boy. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but they didn't really get into that. I don't think his parents are dead. He's kind of mentioned his mother on it, so I doubt it. I want to see TGIF. What shows? Not the restaurant.
Well, you don't want to have some whiskey barbecue, Jack Daniel's whiskey sauce.
So before we're done for the night, let's go over this real quick. Okay, so of course the TGIF started back in 85, 86. You had Webster, Mr. Belvedere, Different Strokes, and Benson. Great cast.
Amazing.
And then you switched on Full House, Mr. Belvedere, and then Sledgehammer. Oh, good. Perfect Strangers, Full House, Mr. Belvedere, and then like Family Men. And then I remember then they rounded it off with Perfect Strangers, Full House, Mr. Belvedere, Just the 10 of Us.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Just the 10 of Us. Oh man, that was a terrible show.
And then of course Family Matters gets added in after Belvedere ends. Perfect
Which I did love Belvedere. Belvedere was one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Hanging with Mr. Cooper is one that we
don't talk about, but I love that one.
Yeah.
Holly Robinson Pete was so gorgeous. Gorgeous. I mean, my goodness. Hot. And Mark Curry is hilarious, man. I love that guy.
Yeah, Boy Meets World, Sister. Because they switched some around. Step by Step came in like 93, 94. Oh, no, sorry. Really came in like 91, 92.
Yeah.
Oh, Hi, Honey, I'm Home. Remember that?
No.
Do you not remember Hi, Honey, I'm Home?
Maybe I do, but I'm just not remembering what it was. If I look it up, I'll probably be like, get out of here.
It was like a take on the old like 50s. 50s ones. Didn't they make one where it was Hitler?
What?
Or was that was Stay Tuned. That's right. Stay Tuned.
Stay Tuned. Yeah. Okay.
They did. It was Hi Honey, I'm Home, but they did Hail Hitler, I'm Home on Stay
Oh my
Tuned.
gosh.
Dude, you got to rewatch that movie because it's actually it's really good, and they do some funny stuff. And John Ritter was great. And then of course
John Ritter was
Sabrina.
fantastic.
Sabrina,
Sabrina was amazing. That was one of my
Two
favorites.
Guys, a Girl,
and a pizza place.
Yeah. Well, it was that, and then they changed it to Two Guys, a Girl.
Yeah, it was originally Two Guys, a Girl, and a pizza place, and I loved it.
Who is Marty Hartman?
Mary Hartman.
Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Where do I know that? Where do I know Mary Hartman? It was a simpler time when characters didn't have full backstories and little sisters walk up the stairs never to be seen again. It's true.
Yeah, oh my God, it's so true.
Oh my God. We need to uncover the truth of what happened to these kids. Mary Hartman. I know that name.
From the show, Mary Hartman.
Oh, well, whatever. You guys are right, and I'm wrong.
Louise Lasser.
All right. Before we get there, guys, I want to talk to you a little bit. Remember, we have a couple of other shows this week. We're going to not just be doing our movie reviews, which are randomly live, but we also have on Friday morning the Snob Nation Morning Drive Live Show, 7 to 10 a.m. Every Friday. We're going to be doing something a little different, so I wanted to throw this out there and talk to you a little about it. We're going to have a little contest.
Ooh.
We're going to bring 2 people in to be contestants, and we're going to play a game. And we'll announce that game on the day. But how it's going to work is we're either going to ask a trivia question, or we're going to maybe give a movie quote or something else. And the first 2 people in the comments to guess it are invited on the show at 9:30 a.m. to play the game.
Yep.
So we're going to be doing that. So
and just to let you know, just so you folks know, safety is not guaranteed. So it's all at your own risk.
It's all at your own risk. You just have to deal. That's the way it is.
Be aware.
And then, of course, Sunday night, we are bringing back Geeked Out Live, and that's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's where you pick the topic, everyone. You come on, you're in the comments, you're telling us the topics you want to talk about in the geek pop culture world. Let's do it. Let's get into it.
It's a new year. We're super excited for what you have for us, and we're ready to fire off on all cylinders, geared up, greased up, ready to rock and roll to keep you laughing.
Absolutely. And I want to thank our patrons. Thank you guys so much for helping us keep the lights on and helping us keep going. Tim, Paul, Stacy, Matt, Aaron, Chris S, Chris H,
George G3, Dan, John B, Ron, Jason, AJ, Dale, John W.
Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and appreciate all of you for supporting us. There's 3 tiers available over on patreon.com/thescenesnobs.
And make sure to join us at the Snobs Nation Discord, where we keep our community growing. And like we said, this year, 2023, is the year of community for us. So we want to continue to foster the wonderful group that we have over there and continue to just grow and build where all the great conversations and wonderful human beings get to hang out at the Snobs Nation Discord.
And guys, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're growing all the time. We have great shows popping up. We have Betting Bros and came back. So if you want sports betting, we have a great show there. Of course, our live shows with the Scene Snobs, our movie reviews, Geeked Out more. We also have Master Shake's Mixology and Entertaining Mixology Minutes show where he makes a new drink, talks movies, and it's a great time. So make sure to hit subscribe, hit like. We appreciate you.
And make sure to cruise on over to the Scene Snobs merch store. We know that everything's wrapped up with Christmas shopping, so now get ready for that personal touch. That's something special for that person in your life as we steadily approach Valentine's Day. Cruise on over to the Scene Snobs merch store and use the promo code SNOBS for some savings.
Yeah, 10% off with the promo code SNOBS.
Leave it a mystery.
Oh, that's true. I should have. At the Scene Snobs, follow us everywhere, or you can follow Casey as at Plotimus21 on Instagram, at Casey the Man on TikTok, and at Twitter Night on Twitter. If you follow at the Scene Snobs, you see a lot of our comedy videos that are coming out, and let us know what you think. We'd love to hear it. Guys, thank you again so much for joining in, hanging out with us, and it's just always a great time. But I'm going to let Casey take it away.
We love you as always. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We hope that within this hour we were able to bring you a little bit of entertainment, maybe a little bit of shininess into your rainy day, and make sure to rock 2023 as we begin another successful, exciting year. Thank you so much for being along for the ride. We appreciate you all. Remember, as always, to be kind to yourself and be kind to each other.
And we did it without cursing. So see you next week, everybody. All right. It's time for us.